Welcome to another episode of City Skylines with me, Sfx. In the previous episode, we were creating the train network, and I realized something. I need to complete the road network first, otherwise it's going to be more difficult for me to expand. Let me explain. So, as you can see, I like to have my train tracks above ground, and they intersect with a lot of roads. And what I want to do is extend this highway towards this area of the city, so that people that want to go to the high density area, they don't need to travel through this big avenue. So what I want is to have an alternative way for people to use a high-speed connection from outside of our city into kinda the center of the high density.
We interrupt this program to inform our dear viewers that Sfx kept rambling about stuff. What the f***? This forced me to cut that part out. We apologize for the inconvenience, and now let's go back to the program.
Okay, I lost my trail of thought there, and what I want to say is that for me to create this three-way junction, I will have to delete all the railroads I created. Not all, but a lot of parts of it. And that's why I paused the railroad creation to actually expand the road layout, so then I can put the railroads on top of it without having to delete them. Hope it makes sense. Let's get to it. Okay, time for a quick explanation. This is a big mess, but I like it. I like when roads cross each other in a kind of smooth, logical way, even though it's not perfect. But I like this kind of spaghetti, but not too much spaghetti kind of intersections, if it makes sense. Now, what I've done was, if you're coming from here, you can go here if you want. You can use a highway, or you can leave the city. And if you come from here, you can go there. That's basically, so we have a three-way intersection here. And what I've done is I restored this connection from here to here, and I allow them to also connect to the highway, so they can go through here or here. What they cannot go from here is directly here, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do this, to be honest, because it's already spaghetti. Even though I like it, it's not too bad. But if I do this, it's going to be more chaotic. So I'm going to do a break and think about life a little bit, trying to figure out if there is a way to improve this. I mean, I'm sure there is, but I'm talking about with my capability, okay? If my brain has any ability to make this better. I mean, honestly, it's not too bad. Bear in mind this is a modded, okay? And I've been eyeballing it most of the time. Well, look at the cars all flying. Seems like an action movie, apocalyptic scenario. So I think, yeah, I'm on the fence basically. So I'm going to do a quick break and I'll be right back. And what I'm going to be thinking about is, do I want these guys to be able to access this directly, or they just go through here? So they can go through here and then get on the highway this way. I think I might leave it for now because this is making my brain hurt, if I'm completely honest. I think this is good enough. Anyway, I'm going to do a quick break. I will decide what to do. What I definitely still want to do in this episode is connect this and the highway somewhere here, because we are not going to expand further here. So it will terminate somewhere here or here, I reckon, somewhere here. And then we wrap up this episode, because we want to expand here. This is where we want to expand, and not here. Let me see how many squares we have. Yeah, I'm not going to buy more squares towards this direction. I want to buy as many squares as I can around here. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. So the highway will terminate somewhere here, and this I know for sure. That's what I want. Oh, this is not. Yeah, I need to eyeball this a bit better. Yeah, I didn't lower this one. Okay. I'll be right back. I'll have a think about this, and I'll be with you shortly.
Much later.
And we're back. You must be wondering, Ahhhh, why so long to upload this episode? And the answer is because the break I took between the previous clip and this one was 4 days. That's right, I started playing and setting all this awesome road layout before I went away to Scotland, actually, for work, for business purposes. And I thought I could finish this episode before I went on the business trip, but unfortunately I couldn't. And that also gave me some time to think about all of this kind of spaghetti kind of thing. I still like it, but there's minor things I will want to adjust, like this off ramp, and perhaps this. Also, this thing here is not amazing. I can make it a bit more level, so minor tweaks. Overall, I'm very happy, and obviously I need to restore the train tracks and the network connections for the trains and all that stuff. And the decision I've made is I'm not going to create more spaghetti here. So if the industry wants to go on this highway, they will need to use the old roundabout to access this, and then from here they will access this. I will not try to connect this roundabout directly to this new highway connection, if it makes sense. So that's it. I'm going to get right to it, and I will make sure we can make a good road connection here to this side, because it's going to be very busy in the future. I'll be right back. Okay, so it is done, and I'm very happy with the end result. I think this looks really cool and it's very useful. So let me tell you real quick what I've done. The first step was to extend the highway, create a new highway connection to basically bypass all our city and terminate on this side, which we will develop later to build more high density areas. And I didn't want that people to reach these areas would have to go through our city and generate a lot of traffic. So basically this is bypassing the whole city and terminating here. I also create this road layout so that I could figure out where to put the railroads and where would this network extension, this highway extension terminate and stuff. So, and this is where our this side of the city will end, on this side here. And I think it looks pretty cool. And I've also added one train line so that people on this area have a different route to get to the center. And although this only has one station, but I think it's okay. I think it will be worth it. We'll see in the future. What I can see is that people are already using this. Look at this. This is really cool. I reckon it's because even to reach these kind of more central areas and maybe the campus, it's faster to come through here than to go to here. Which is pretty cool because that's the purpose. I want this highway connection to be used to offload traffic within the city. Hopefully that will work. What else did I do? So I told you I created this train station here, and I also added a cargo train station here so that industry traffic can hopefully most of the time use the trains to transfer cargo between the generic industry and the agriculture industry. So hopefully that will start working. Nobody's using this yet. Okay, we'll keep our eyes on it. Potentially later we will connect this industry to the external railroad connection. Yeah, that's definitely what we are going to do. And I think that's it for this episode, guys. I'm really happy the way this turned out. It's a nice junction. I think it's going to be very useful as we expand our city, because I reckon a lot of traffic will be offloaded through this highway and prevent traffic issues from building up on a city. And I'm also especially happy because I've done all of this without mods. It's not perfect, but I think it looks nice. And please let me know in the comments below what you think about it, and if you have any suggestions. And I think we should end this video by taking a cinematic tour of our city while listening to some nice free music so that I don't have to pay royalties. Enjoy, and I hope to see you again in the next episode.